to the CDC, 72% of adult Americans over the age of 20 are considered obese. Obesity is defined as a body mass index of 30 or greater, according to the World Health Organization. Why is this such an issue, you may ask? Because obesity contributes to things such as diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. Obesity can affect anyone regardless of your race, age, gender, or sexual orientation, which is why it's such a big deal. It doesn't matter who you are, you can be affected by obesity. So what causes obesity? Simply put, overeating. Today, I'm going to tell you about my personal struggles with maintaining a healthy weight due to poor eating habits that I have developed over the years. I have not always had the best eating habits growing up. While growing up, I even used to think that Chef Boyardee was considered healthy. When I entered the medical field and started learning about the human body and nutrition, I quickly learned that I was not eating healthy and I was not maintaining a proper weight. I realized I needed to make a change. In the United States, it is difficult to eat healthy and to maintain a proper weight. Major food companies have added different substances to make our food more addictive. They add in things such as sugar and salt to play with our biological needs. Sugar is needed by our body for our brain, and sodium is needed to regulate our blood pressure. Thus, our need for food almost parallels with drug addiction. They both work on the same centers in our brain, and they also both go and release dopamine and serotonin when they are ingested, therefore making them highly addictive. And also pretty much almost going and being addictive like something such as gambling, sex, and drugs. This addiction to food causes us to consume unnecessarily calories, therefore contributing to our obesity. According to a study back in 2015 done by Erica Schultz, this has led to a 40% growth in obesity in the United States. There was even a study done where they took rats and put them in cages with two different water bottles. One water bottle contained cocaine, while the other one contained sugar. Over the course of this study, they found out that the sugar water was the one that was actually preferred by the rats over the one with cocaine in it, therefore showing how addictive sugar can actually be. Therefore, pretty much proving that food can be addictive, especially when you add things to them, such as excess sugar. The driving force behind the increasing addictiveness of food is greater corporate profit margins. For decades, this has been a competition for what companies call market share. By making their foods more addictive, they are attempting to use this leverage as market share for generations to come. This has created a unique nutritional shift. People are no longer starving to death. They are now overeating themselves to death. According to the World Health Organization, the obesity problem is spreading from high-income countries now to low-income countries, as food has become more abundant and more addictive. For instance, fast food restaurants such as McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Burger King have become a convenient and low-cost alternative to cooking at home. It makes it easier because it costs less, it tastes healthy, or tastes better, I should say, and there's also no dishes to be done with it. In my own life, Steak and Shake and Oreos are my weakness. For example, Steak and Shake is very high in sodium, and it's also high in fat, which makes it highly addictive to me. Likewise, Oreos are simple sugars and refined carbohydrates, making them a food that I frequently crave, and tend to overeat when I do eat them. As I've educated myself, I have been able to take charge of my eating habits, and I have replaced these high sugar, high fat foods with more whole foods and healthier options that are lower in calories. About a year ago, I really decided that I was going to change my life and my health. I decided to make this change after I went and got my blood work done. I was only 22 at the time, and I came back with high cholesterol levels. As a 22-year-old, I should not have had high cholesterol. That really spoke to me. So I decided that I was going to start cooking at home. I was going to stop eating out, and I was going to watch my calorie intake. Over the course of this year, I lost an average of about 15 pounds. I decided I was going to start hitting the gym and make healthier choices overall in my life. When I went and redid my blood work, I found that my cholesterol levels had dropped by an average of 20 points. That was pretty impressive for me, showing me that I have decreased my risk for heart attack, stroke, and cancer just by losing some weight and made sure that I wasn't obese anymore. In closing, I have struggled for many years with my nutrition and weight management. I have learned more about nutrition and about food manufacturing processes. I have become more equipped on making better food choices. Obesity has become a modern plague with global health implications, but I am solving the problem in my own home and also in my own kitchen. Thank you.